Real-time host Bill Maher has offered grudging praise to Donald Trump, saying the former president's ability to purge the Republican Party of political enemies in primary season has been impressive. 85% of the people Trump endorsed won, 151 out of 178, the commentator said on Friday's episode of his HBO show, referring to GOP candidates Trump endorsed in primaries. Say what you want about Mr. Evil, but boy, what a politician. I mean, that's impressive in an evil way, but still impressive, added Maher. There are 10 members of Congress who voted to impeach him, and he vowed to knock them off. It's so Tarantino movie, he's going to get all 10. He got 8 out of 10, he noted. Real-time host Bill Maher has offered grudging praise to Donald Trump, saying the former president's political maneuvering is impressive. Trump's grip on the Republican Party has been evident throughout the U.S. primary election season. Trump's grip on the Republican Party has been evident throughout the U.S. primary election season, in which the parties select their candidates to face off in the general elections in November. On Tuesday, his arch-nemesis Rep. Liz Cheney lost in a landslide GOP primary defeat to a Trump-endorsed challenger in Wyoming. Cheney lost to Trump-backed Harriet Hageman by a whopping 37 points, the fourth worst by an incumbent since 1968. The daughter of a former vice president, Cheney was Trump's most outspoken critic within the Republican Party, even joining the congressional panel investigating the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol and Trump's role in fanning the flames. Trump gloated at Cheney's primary defeat, deriding her as sanctimonious and a fool for suggesting his claims of a rigged election were false. Trump's endorsement also helped propel Senate candidates to victory in competitive primary races, including J.D. Vance in Ohio, Dr. Mehmet Oz in Pennsylvania, and Blake Masters in Arizona. On Tuesday, Trump's arch-nemesis Rep. Liz Cheney of Wyoming lost in a landslide GOP primary defeat to a challenger endorsed by the former president. Though Trump's preferred candidates were largely successful, a few suffered notable defeats. Former U.S. Senator David Perdue, despite getting Trump's endorsement, did not come close to upsetting Georgia's incumbent Republican Governor Brian Kemp. Kemp is despised by Trump for certifying President Joe Biden's election victory in that state, and Trump had sought to unseat him in the primary. Perdue, who repeated Trump's unsupported claims that widespread voter fraud cost him the 2020 election in Georgia, conceded to Kemp shortly after polls closed in the May 24th Republican primary. In Alaska, moderate son Lisa Murkowski was able to hold onto the GOP nomination despite Trump meddling in the race on behalf of Kelly Tshibaka. Georgia's incumbent Republican Governor Brian Kemp, despised by Trump for certifying the state's 2020 vote for Biden, easily survived a challenge from a Trump-endorsed opponent of the 10 GOP representatives who voted to impeach Trump over the Capitol riot, for decline to seek re-election, while 4 others were defeated in primaries, including Cheney. The 2 who survived to seek re-election in November's general election are Rep. Dan Newhouse of Washington and Rep. Nancy Mace of South Carolina. On the Senate side, Murkowski is the only GOP senator who voted to convict Trump, who has had to face a re-election race since her vote. Richard Burr, North Carolina, and Pat Toomey, Pennsylvania, announced retirement this year. The other 4 senators who voted guilty did not face races this year.